whatever.
Oh, that's pretty.
That's in our hotel.
Is it real though? I don't know. Is that real?
Not sure.
No. Oh, I don't know, you know.
Don't know.
I need to go and have a proper look at that.
Go on then.
That's on the bucket list of things to do. Yeah. There's ice cream.
Strawberry. How do you say that?
He just told me he raced here in 2012 in his Clio with a van and trailer. You drove here.
I didn't race the van and trailer.
No, you raced.
May
the
as
Clio.
well have done, to be fair.
But you drove here with.
I've
van
driven
trailer.
here. Yeah, that's more accurate.
You got beaten here.
It's like sometimes you drive a radical. I've heard.
Get beaten in it.
Yeah.
Get beaten in it.
It's like a different lifetime. A lot's happened since then. Water under the bridge, mate.
Yeah. You had hair.
Oh, no.
Oh! Did that hurt?
Be careful.
You can't use that.
We've got to spend an entire weekend
That's karma.
in a sweat box together.
That's karma. Did you see that?
We didn't do
I
anything.
just got harpooned by a massive bee. So,
This ice cream's great.
you raced here in 2012 in a Clio. Has the circuit changed much since then?
Yeah, it has. It's improved massively. I would love to drive really would love to drive a supercar here.
Yeah.
We just did an interview there with Johan Kristoffersson for the start of the.
Do you want one?
If only she knew.
Yeah. He comes down on the sweat box that is the spotters tower. Go on.
I know how hard work it is. Having to spend a weekend with you is not ideal.
Alright, there's no need for that. Go on.
What was I saying? Oh, Kristoffersson.
Supercar.
Never been in before. He is super pumped to be driving an RX1 car, supercar here this weekend because this is one of the. Oh, we always say old school, so I don't want to say old school, but this is one of these like mega commitment tracks, which is you don't get that commitment on a new circuit in the same way. Of course, new circuits have their benefits in other ways, but that like down the hill here,
Into the Joker split.
you're on the verge of having a colossal shunt all the time, aren't you? And that's as a driver, when you're teetering on the edge, that's
There's definitely
that's what gets your heart going, isn't it?
there's a lot of time to be won and lost on the Joker split there. The more committed you are, you just carry so much speed into there.
And I think that's where the difference between the technologies in the world will make a big difference because the prop in the internal combustion chassis will have a big difference in the dynamics of the car into that really tight left-hander.
Yep.
Or both of them.
I think the internal combustion engine car, based on physics alone and the way they're driven, will be more nimble around here. I think this circuit will suit the internal combustion engine car.
So do I, and I think if Kristoffersson gets out front, that's going to be reasonably ominous.
Yeah, on his way.
There's an electric car, Timmy Hansen, 21.
Just less scrutineering. There's Steve Saint, our director.
We're live. We're doing a chat for social media, Steve. I know how much you love social. Hey, so for people that don't know,
Yeah, go on.
so the European Rallycross Championship wasn't promoted, didn't have a promoter, and in 2012 the work really got underway to bring IMG then as a promoter into the European Championship, and you were a massive part of that, weren't you?
Yes, I was, unfortunately.
But you're still here, so it can't be that unfortunate.
Yeah. This was our first venue we ever came to actually see if it was possible. To see how the whole format works. Can we adapt it for telly? To get the brakes for the cars as well as brakes for the TV, yeah.
And the result, we're still here.
We're still here, yeah, look at that. What now? 14 years on?
And you're 104 today, is it? Or?
62, actually.
Happy birthday, mate.
today?
Yeah.
Bloody hell. I thought you were older than that.
Yeah, so did I.
Hey! You look good in it, mate.
Yeah. Oh, wow, you see, it's all that work, it's all those years of working on WRX, isn't it? That's the thing.
The stress.
The stress of WRX.
Would you like an ice cream?
No, I'll stick with the Red Bull. No, I'm fine.
I'm not buying an ice cream. It's his birthday.
Go on then.
Okay, do you want a connector?
You can buy me a connector then.
I'm going to disappear and do a track walk. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Cheers, Jenny. How convenient. Strawberry ice cream. Timmy Hansen. You look younger, mate. How does that work?
I don't age, just my grey hair actually.
You won here 2013, your first full season of Supercar. We've been told to reverse here before we get run over. Your first full season of Supercar. I think you'd done one Supercar race before that year. Two Supercar races, one in France and then one in Finland. Boring. We don't stop being geeks. But coming here, full season of Rallycross, your single-seater career was difficult, wasn't it? You know, you had hoped to get to Formula One, weren't going to make it because of all of the commercial issues around circuit racing and any motorsport. Decided to come rallycrossing, which is what your family's always done. Then to win an epic circuit like this with all of the history in your team as well must have been pretty amazing that day.
Yeah, definitely. Like single-seater racing, I just didn't have the money to keep going. Everybody knows it's very expensive when you start to get it up to Formula 3, Formula 2 level. So yeah, I changed direction in my career, and this was really the breakthrough. Like. I was able to win a race in Rallycross, changing disciplines and everything. I was super happy, but I think this was the race where I felt like I can become a Rallycross driver. And since then, I've just kind of stayed around, I suppose, and I'm still here.
and you are a rallycross driver now. We talked a lot initially about you being a circuit racing driver that had gone rallycrossing. And this is interesting, actually, because we don't really ever talk about it anymore. But the level you were at in single-seaters, you were with Danny Kvyat, Carlos Sainz Jr., those sorts of people who have achieved right at the highest level. So you were with those guys and beating them. Had things been different, you could well have ended up in the same place as them.
Yeah, but I guess we were a few young aspiring racing drivers then who I think you were able to be quick sometimes, but only a few people make it to Formula One, and you need to have a lot in the package. But at least I'm still driving. I'm still a professional driver. I get to drive fantastic race cars for my job. That's nothing to complain about. I still watch Formula One. It's nice to see my old mates doing well. But yeah, now I'm very happy here. Like for me, Rallycross is more fun.
And none of those people are an FIA world champion, are they?
No, that's true. Yeah, so got that in my bag. It's too long ago, though. I want to get back there.
You struggled in Sweden, didn't you? I think you can't hide from that. It was difficult for you. Do you think things can be different this weekend?
I hope so. Like we struggled to understand the tire. I think we didn't use it well. We didn't have the speed we hoped. And then on the Sunday in the wet, I think it was everyone kind of agreed that the electric cars had a big disadvantage. Our advantage with the electric is the power. So we are much heavier and we have many drawbacks. But yeah, the petrol car is lighter. But the problem in the wet was that I was actually never full throttle on the whole lap. And power being the main advantage, then yeah, these guys here had the upper hand. But that's I hope these things will come and go. So I hope that we will see some races where we have the upper hand. So here, for example, it should be a starting straight that is better for the electric cars because it's a bit longer. Höljes is so short before it switches to gravel, and we were just feeling that we were getting that jump ahead of the petrol cars before we entered the gravel and everything equaled out. So here it's more tarmac, which I hope will lead to us taking the starts. But yeah, tomorrow morning I have the outside slot, and yes, there are 2 petrol cars on the grid, but I also have to beat the two yellow CE dealer team cars on the inside, so they are also electric. So compared to them, I don't have the advantage of being different. But yeah, hopefully we can nail a good start and take it from there. Kevin have an easier run. He's in the other heat, so he's very happy to be there. Actually, with the current format, it's very good to be 6th place in the championship. So yeah, I think we can expect to see a lot from Kevin tomorrow, especially in qualifying. At least he should be able to get in front.
Thank you, Timmy. Good luck for tomorrow. And I mean that because everyone wants a fight. Even Jan Kristoffersson wants to have to fight for this. And while the second day in Höljes was pretty ominous, wasn't it? It would be fantastic for the Hansons, CE dealer team, KMS, Pelfren, Janko Weist, of course, racing the Megane this weekend, all being right at the sharp end to give us some competitive action, because ultimately that's what we all want. Let's have a quick look over here, Liam, before we go. So this is one of the broadcast vans from NEP. This is what they call the tender, so this truck just carries all of the equipment. That's our commentary up there, which is going to be very warm this weekend, I'm sure of that. This is the World RX truck where the office is and the edit suite, and this is turn 4, so the cars have got a fair old lick on coming through this right-hander and into this brilliant left-hander that is turn 4. Massive commitment. I don't know if you can really see, but from where that machine is all the way down the hill to the Joker split is incredibly quick, and we've seen some huge crashes there over the years, especially with the surface changes. Of course, the cars have improved so much over time that they're maybe a little bit less unpredictable than they once were. CE dealer team, we just saw Clara Anderson and Nicholas Gronholm leave, so we won't go in there now. Let's see who else we can find. Wave to Pavey, massive part of that team. Anthony Pelfren, let's have a quick look in here. See if they're about. It is so hot. I know we keep saying that, and being a Brit, it doesn't need to be very warm to be hot, but it is incredibly warm. See who's about. This is quite a spaced out paddock, so yeah, not ideal for a paddock walk in that it's a long way to everywhere. This is the Hansons. Won't pop in there just at the moment because we just spoke to Timmy. Try, unless we see someone that I think will be particularly amusing. And this is like backstage everywhere, isn't it? Who's up here? Ikonen. And, well, as we heard about Kevin, let's hear from Kevin now, from Timmy. From Timmy about Kevin. I'll get them right in a minute. Kevin Hansen, your brother says that you're going to be one to watch tomorrow because the grid draws work pretty well for you. It's an advantage to be sixth in the championship. That's a bit odd, isn't it? But the way the format worked, that could really help you tomorrow.
Yeah, I got rewarded for having a shit weekend. That's fantastic. No, but actually, yeah, it looks to be a quite promising heat race. I mean, there's the local one which we don't know the speed of, so for sure it's going to be challenging in some ways. You have to put a good run still, but yeah, I'm ready. Last time I was here, I had a win in the Titan series, so I can't wait.
You drove the JRX car here in 2012, but 12 and 13 maybe?
That's 12 and 13. I think I had finished last, but that was also the podium back then, so not too bad with a problem on the podium. But yeah, I've raced there a few times, and it's really cool track. But there's a lot of changes since last time. There's new curbs in turn 1, they widened the track exit turn 2, new curbs in turn 4, 5, down the hill, wider in the Joker lap. It's wider after the turn 8, so it's really a lot of changes on the track, which is quite cool. Hopefully, with the weather that we have, the electric can be competitive. Finally, the KMS cars are on the sustainable fuel. That will be interesting to see. So yeah, moving forward.
Thank you, Kevin. Good luck. Oh, I feel terribly old trying to get up there. Hi, Suzanne.
You are?
I am old, yeah, and too old, really. Suzanne Hansen, Timmy Hansen, and Tim Whittington, I think, are the only 3 people that have been to every round of the World Rallycross Championship. And I don't want to say how many that is off the top of my head because I can't remember, but it's a lot. There he is. Let's not speak to Tim right now. Who's in there? Not going to doorstep any meetings. This is, I think Mikko was getting an ice cream where we were, Liam. So let's go this way. Round the back of KMS. Let's go this way. This is like a magical mystery tour. A magical mystery tour with Howridge around nowhere in particular. Let's, I'll hold up this nice green rope for you so you don't get harpooned by it. There's Anderson.
Hello.
Finally, you're a winner in RX2E. That took a while, didn't it?
Yeah, now you have one thing less to say in the live TV, so now you have to come up with something new.
Oh, that's difficult for us, mate. We're very simple.
Yeah, but now you have to come up with something new, and I would like to hear it when I watch the real live now after the race.
But in all seriousness, you won the championship last year by being consistent, by being there, you know, and managing the points. It's a shorter season this year, but you've got that win under your belt, and then coming to a brand new track like this for almost all of you in RX2, must be. How is the mindset? How does that place you when you've got that monkey off your back? You're a reigning champion. You've got the win. You're sort of on that crest, aren't you?
So for me, I kind of went into this season to try and do something. Let's say. To develop yourself as a driver, you need to always prove some points and to show that you're a good driver. Last year I showed that I was consistent. I didn't pull off so many wins. Now next step is for sure to pull off more wins, but still to keep that consistency. So it's a challenge that I like to tackle. So coming here to Riyadh in Hungary, it's still the same mindset of winning actually, and to try to prove that point that you can move that consistency towards wins.
And this track, mate, we're all talking about it, and many of us have been here many times, but it's pretty special, isn't it?
It's hot. It's really hot. No, but it will be fun. It's technical, and I think it's tempting to make mistakes actually. Maybe easier here than when everybody is a bit new to the track as well.
Thank you, mate. I saw OC disappear into the back of a truck there. I got now getting a reputation for disappearing into KMS trucks, but if he's handy. let's. OC, would you mind jumping down quickly, mate? I'm really sorry. I'm not really sorry.
I'm not really sorry, so don't give me
Firstly, congratulations. I'm really sweaty, but never mind. Congratulations.
Me too.
A father on race week.
Yeah.
That's puts things into perspective a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, yeah, it does. I mean, we were a bit unsure when she was gonna come. For sure, we were a bit afraid that she would come this weekend because the date was actually last Saturday, so she was a bit overdue with 4 days. But anyway, well, we were lucky that she wanted to come before I had to leave yesterday. I think Mama is also quite happy for that. And yeah, unfortunately, for sure, I had to leave them yesterday. So, but I got 24 hours with them, so they're all fine and having a good time at the hospital. I think they will get home this evening. So, yeah, it's a bit special weekend, but I mean now it's fully focused on what's coming ahead.
I'm delighted for you. So now it's all about trying to achieve this weekend and get home as quickly as possible. I'm sure a strong first weekend for KMS in Hüljes with the 601 supercar, the RX1 car. Yep. As Johan said in the paddock, what we did, you had a parking ticket on the start line in the final on Sunday. So I guess there was lots of learning done, and hopefully you can improve this weekend.
Yeah, I think I even got 2 parking tickets. But yeah, we struggled with or at least I struggled a bit with the launches in Hüljes, especially mostly on wet. But we stayed until Monday. We did some testing. I found something that suited me a bit better to get more control with the clutch. Yeah, I mean, it feels a lot better. Okay, maybe it's not going to be wet this weekend, so we're not going to have that issue, but I guess we're going to have some more wet launches during the season that's going to come. So, yeah, got a better feeling with that after the testing, and was a lot of positive things in Hüljes, but yeah, I mean, I wish that the result would be a bit better, but a bit unlucky on Saturday with the final and ending up in the gravel. But I think I did a good. I climbed some positions after I got some parking ticket on the start line on Sunday. So it was overall a quite good weekend, and good for Johan and good for the team, and we are absolutely in there in the championship fight.
And I'm sure you're very good friends with Johan, and you're a big part of this team, but you'd like a great weekend for yourself as well, finally.
Yeah, of course. I mean, but we work together. Johan is Johan. He's the GOAT. He's the man to beat, of course. A lot of people have tried to beat him before, and they still haven't managed. So I'm not the only one. And okay, I'm a bit lucky to be in the same team and can learn from him. And we have the same car. But anyway, also it's not always easy to be his teammate because he sets the benchmark usually. But yeah, I think we have an exciting weekend ahead of us.
I've got I don't have a brother. I've got a sister, and if we were racing together at some point, I'd have to push her off to get her out of the way and beat us. So there's always that option if you two are that close.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're not going to push each other off the track, but I mean, I was getting really close to him last year, you know, especially in Hüljes, where the battle for the Super Pole was really close. So I mean, I was really coming, and then I got a little setback, you know, when we had to swap the cars and so on for the final of the championship, and some bad luck also there with some cars that was not working. And but I think yeah, we are definitely back this year with a new exciting project, and for sure Johan has a bit more what do you say? Experience, that's the word, sorry. He has a bit more experience with a car like this, that's for sure, because I came into the championship when we swapped to electrical cars. So I have things to learn there, and that's also maybe why he was a bit better on the launches on the wet in Hüljes. So, but I keep on improving, and I think we're getting closer and closer, and yeah, you never know, maybe this is the weekend I will finally beat him.
Good luck. I hope it is. Take care, mate. I'm sure they don't want to have a battle like that, but sorry, mate. I would love to see. I would love to see those two getting stuck into each other and having a bit of drama, because ultimately that's what we want to see, isn't it? And for a TV product, having two teammates fire each other off is great. Especially if you can capture the tension afterwards. Liam, there's no one here. Everyone's in scrutineering. Let's head in this direction. Man, I was sweating in that tent. This is hot. Really, really warm. Oh, here's OC's car. Let's have a look at that. We saw that when we were talking to Timmy Hansen. Look at the ducting in the mesh as well. That's another update. All of these cars constantly being evolved. That's motorsport in a nutshell, isn't it? Constant evolution. So, from the biggest team in the paddock, with 4 cars, let's come to the smallest setup in the paddock, or maybe the smallest setup. Not the original plan, oh no, break the barrier. Eric Ferrin, at least you're going to be the quickest to get home on Sunday night because you're here with a smaller setup than normal. How much are you looking forward to this weekend? You've raced here, epic circuit, and you've got a pretty handy driver as well.
Yeah, it's good to be back. It's good to be back here with the World Championship and with RX2E. Now we are excited. We will focus on performance, and no, we're looking forward to it. I think this track is a bit new to everyone. Only a few of them did some laps, so I think hopefully it will suit Isak. He will have a strong start tomorrow morning, and then we'll go from there.
Isaac seems like a bit of a what's the word I'm looking for? When things are going, when things are hard, he sometimes, to me at least, he gets his head down. And it's hard to get out of that trough. But when he starts the weekend strong, we've seen some epic performances from Isaac over the last couple of years. So I guess it's about starting the weekend on the front foot and trying to continue that through the weekend.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of not nervous, but like you want to perform, you want to get better, analyze everything, and sometimes it gets a little too much. And so yeah, I think when he's in right state of mind and just driving and feeling it out, and then we know it's really quick. So it's a balance of analyzing too much, looking at things, or just like go out there and drive. And I think like you say, we'll hopefully, if it starts well, then you can just continue on that. And if you get on the wrong foot a little bit from the beginning, then it's hard to get back for everyone. So yeah, we'll just try to have a strong practice and so they get the feeling right.
The margins in RX2E are so small, aren't they? I've been lucky enough to drive one of these cars. I know you've done some running in them. They're easy to drive to a point, but to extract the consistency and those last couple of attempts is a real challenge. And there's some great drivers in the championship. So to be on that front foot all the time is a massive challenge for all of the drivers in the class.
Yeah, I mean that's how it is with a one-spec class. It's like you say, it's an easy car to drive, and all of them are the same. But also the top gets very narrow, and some drivers now, they have done a few seasons, so their performance is very high, so it's small margins, and yeah, it's not easy. You need to be focused all the time and make everything perfect. So, but that's fun also with the one spec class. You see who is the fastest. So, yeah.
How are you finding the weather, mate?
It's a bit hot. It's not ideal for me, but I'm trying.
Why is that?
I don't know. I think you and me have the same problem.
Well, I don't have any hair anymore, mate, so I can't be ginger. But yeah, not ideal for Brits, Swedes, gingers. Eric is a good guy. Been in this paddock a very long time, running the Yellow Squad outfit. And here we have hordes of Hungarian locals in all of the classes. Every category has got a Hungarian driver in it, which is absolutely fantastic. The Kárai team, hi guys, the Kárai team, huge for this weekend. Brand new Skoda Fabia, or at least I think that's an ES Motorsport Skoda Fabia. Where are we going, Liam? Oh, over here. Of course we're going over here. Oh, sorry, I thought we were further up there. Let's have a look. There is Janko. We're going to squeeze through here. Sorry guys, can we nip in? Go under there, Liam. Janko, hello mate.
Hi.
Nice to see you. You raced the Megane in Lydden Hill last year, making your World RX debut this weekend. What a place to do it.
Yeah, it was the first World RX race for me, so I wait so much. I don't know what is the realistic place for me in the weekend, but of course not the first 3, but I will try it, why not? Car worked very well, and yes, what we can do.
and fantastic for everybody to have these Renault Megans back in the championship. Which car is the one you're driving this car this weekend? Which car is this from the GRX days?
Yeah, this car is the ex-Mark Lund and Kevin Abring car. So last time in 21, Kevin Abring used this car.
Okay, cool. Of course, it's GCK, not GRX. I was mistaken. And then, of course, you've got the other car there that you run as part of the two-car team, which Andreas Bakker drove in 2020.
Yes, with other car, the Bakker drove in last time. But this is my car.
And it looks brilliant, mate. Brand new livery for this event. So this car was totally different when it came into World RX. It's got inboard brakes. It's a really, really different concept. And yeah, thank you for bringing it. We look forward to watching you this weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you, Janko. Let's sneak out. That's very kind of you. Cheers, guys. Good luck. I love how excited people are to compete at the top level. When I did the European Championship and raced here, it was just to be part of something, and that's why a lot of these Hungarian guys are here, is just to be part of what is a fantastic sport and championship. There's not many drivers around, but it is reasonably late on a Friday, and as I said, did I say it's hot? I think I mentioned that. Let's see who else is around. I'd like to doorstep someone we don't normally speak to. Laszlo Kish has raced here consistently for the last few years in the European Championship. When we've opened here. Where do you want to go, Liam? Keep going. Let's see who's outside. Maybe Chenny's still having an ice cream. See if we can find Chenny again. If we go quietly, maybe we can catch some people that definitely don't want to be spoken to. You can see them giving us a wide berth. There's someone who definitely can't get away now. Russell Atkins. Well, I don't even know what your title is. Press release writer.
I have no idea what I do. It's PR and comms manager.
Welcome to the Paddock Walk. We've been here the last few years. I can't even think what to say. We've been here the last few years in the European Championship. Fantastic to be here with World RX.
Amazing. This place is great. It's really special. It's old school. It's proper traditional rallycross. It's very cool. Well, it's not cool. It's very hot. But you know, it's a very, very unique circuit. The drivers love it. The fans love it. We love coming here, and the local team do an amazing job. You know, they're a small team. They work their socks off, and they put on a fantastic event. And I hope there'll be a lot of fans coming to watch.
Great activation last night in the local town Topolka, where so many of the cars and drivers were down there putting on a show, meeting fans, and that's so important, isn't it, to making these events not only happen but become a success.
It is 100%. You know, we want to get new fans on board. Rallycross is a fantastic sport. It's got everything you need to entertain for you know, all ages. It's all action. It's exciting. It's non-stop. We need to get more fans through the gates, more people involved, interested in the sport, and you know, taking it downtown to the fans. We saw in Hong Kong last year, you know, what appetite there is amongst new fan base, amongst new people to become fans of the sport, and you know, taking it downtown like that is amazing. We saw a great crowd there, lots of interest, and hopefully a lot of them will come this weekend.
Thank you, Ross. See you over the weekend. No doubt you'll be up all night writing some terribly long press release. Where are we going here, Liam? No, we can't go in the front of scrutineering. I'll get told off. I don't like being told off. Should we go up here? I want to try and speak to Christian Szabo if we can find him. There's Mike Chen again. Happy birthday. Let's try and find Christian Szabo. I think he was gesticulating at me. That's not very friendly, is it? There's Mikko Ikonen. Let's speak to Mikko quickly. Mikko Ikonen, hello mate.
Hi.
Your first time here, I'm sure.
Yes, it is.
You raced in Helios, great result for the team. How much of a challenge is it for you coming to a new venue like this when you've never been here before? I'm sure, well, the cars have never really been here before either, so there's a lot of learning to do.
Yeah, there is a lot of learning for setups and with the new tire especially, and how you go, where is the braking points, what to do, strategies and everything, so there is a lot of things to do.
I've been lucky enough to go to many rallycross circuits in Finland, and a lot of them are very special, but this is similar but at the same time totally different.
Yeah, I would say quite different compared to those. You know, the speed is so different, and also you have to little bit think about those walls and where do you go and what do you do. So it's a little bit different, but I think, you know, lucky we have a couple of sets of practices, and you know, it's not my best ability to learn so quickly. So especially for me, I think it's going to be a little bit of a challenge. But let's hope Mika would get the pace a little bit quicker, and we can help each other.
All about big commitment, isn't it? Is there something special you can have for breakfast to help with the commitment in the morning?
No, normal Finnish breakfast.
Normal Finnish breakfast. Thank you, mate. I like a Finnish breakfast. Right, there's another man we'll speak to quickly. Championship leader in RX3, Nils Volland.
Hello.
Hello, mate. You had an up and down time here last year, didn't you, in the first round of the European Championship? You come here on the back of a great win in Sweden. What's the thought process coming into here?
I don't know. I mean, we will see. The track is not so easy here with all this dust.
Oh
but
my God!
Thank you, Johnny. You good?
Continue.
So yeah, we will see how the track will be. I mean, I hope that there will not be too much dust, and I guess the track will anyway clean up very fast with all the supercars driving. So I hope it will be okay.
And what's the mentality results-wise? Are you already thinking about the points and getting consistent results, or are you taking every weekend as it comes? What's the game plan?
Yeah, I take the weekend how it comes, but still, of course, I try not to have stupid big mistakes. Like, for example, last year when I was here, I had somehow a little bit stupid mistakes, which was not so important for me last year because my aim was not to win the championship last year, so it was okay. But still, for now, it's I have to be a little bit more clever, I guess.
Thank you, mate. Good luck. Mike Chen, I am going to get you back, mate, big time this weekend. That was, well, horrible is an exaggeration. It was a shock, and I'm very damp, but it is very warm, so it was reasonably pleasurable as well. Oh, God. I'm never speaking to that man again. That's Nils Volland's car. Just want to try and find Szabo, Christian Szabo. We're out in the boonies here because Volland Racing have got so many cars running that they've had to have a lot of space. And Chris isn't here. If I had my phone on me, I could give him a ring, but I don't have my phone on me. Portuguese guys, Sosa and Ribeiro. Is Chris here?
I don't know.
Don't worry.
I don't know where.
No problem. Thank you. I'll have a quick look. Racing drivers are spectacularly good at disappearing. No, they're not in there. There's a man we can speak to. Don't film my back, Liam. I could ring it out.
Maybe it's on you that it's
There he is, running away. I'm going to run. Yuri Belevsky. Mate, hello.
How are you doing?
You had a pretty tough weekend in Hüljes, didn't you? There were some highs, but also some lows. Just summarise it from your point of view.
Yeah, I mean, I think the day one, I was not the best by pace, this was for sure. I mean, I struggled a bit with the feeling with the new tires. I think day two was quite okay. I mean, we had excellent starts, the pace was good. I mean, a bit unlucky in the final. I mean, we won the start. I think we had definitely the pace to win. Yeah, also, I mean, on day one, I mean, this spin from Ole O'Donovan in the rear was not really the best in Q1. I don't know why it wasn't investigated, but to be honest, we didn't have much time between the qualies to to dispute that decision. Yeah, I mean, coming into this weekend, we definitely hope to score some good points. I think, the main aim is to score as much as we can, because now every quali counts, so it's not just about winning the event, it's also about being consistent throughout the qualis and not losing too many points with contact, spins, penalties, etc. So, yeah.
And you've tested here before?
We've tested earlier this year once, but the track was super dusty, the grip was really low, so I mean the lap times were really not comparable. So I mean I'm familiar with the layout, but I think there is nothing in terms of the setup and the overall grip level what we could use from our test coming into this weekend.
So a lot to learn tomorrow morning?
I think so, yes.
Thank you, Yuri. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
We're both walking in this direction now, which is a bit awkward. 3 minutes to go, Liam says. Should we keep going for 3 minutes? One more person? Yuri's now walking behind us very slowly because he doesn't want to be in the shot, which is very fair of him. Who's your tyres here? supplying all of the tyres for every category. Who's over there? Should we see if Patrick O'Donovan's here as championship leader? A couple of RH3 teams out the back. Let's have a look if Patrick is here. Go this way. Is Patrick here, Alex?
No.
He's not here. That's no use, is it? He's where, sorry? Is he? Let's go and knock on the door. Come through here. There in the back. This is a proper behind the scenes look, isn't it? See if Patrick's in. Patrick?
Yeah.
Do you want a quick chat, mate? He is indeed here. Let's have a look at some bumpers, shall we, Liam, while Patrick comes out?
Does the pistol have to go away?
We can't hear, you haven't got a mic, so we can't hear you, so it doesn't matter.
Right. I can hear you.
I can hear me, yeah. Where should we stand? We have a nice background. Who's your tyres? Paddock O'Donovan. Great result in Sweden, repeated your win from last year. You've been here a couple of times now, 22 and 23. What are your thoughts coming into this weekend?
Oh, I love it. I mean, this is a track is insane. It's like Rallycross. Obviously, you have the rally and you've got the cross aspect from circuit racing.
Stu Docker just crashed a bumper behind the truck, Luke.
It won't be the first time that thing will get crashed this weekend. Sorry, the last time. But hopefully, I'm joking. No one ever heard that. It's what I love about it. It's where the rally crosses with the circuit racing because it's such a high commitment. It's like being in the forest. Essentially, obviously, you've got concrete walls instead of trees, but if you make a slight error, it's massive. But the risk and the reward factor is huge. So I love being here.
You've done a bit of rallying lately as well. You were doing some gravel rallying in the UK. You really have to rely on your co-driver and commit. Do you think that's at all relevant coming here?
Yeah, I think that level of commitment, I found it at the bottom of the hill in Sweden, corners where it's blind and you know where the exit is on the other side and you know that you have to push to get through it, but you're not always exactly comfortable. Then going rallying and knowing that you've got a 4 right over a crest and you've got no idea what's on the other side because you've never seen it, maybe a DVD a few weeks before, and it's foggy or whatever, like that, just getting used to committing in something that you don't know what's coming. When you then drive back on a track where you do know where the corner's going to be on the other side, it's massive. That level of just getting confidence and committing is huge.
Mike Chen just poured a bottle of freezing cold water down my back. How can I get him back?
I mean, if I was... I'd say that's fair enough from Mike, firstly. Like, if I'm being completely honest, I would say the best way you get it back is to pour a freezing cold bottle down the back of his shorts. That's just about the only way.
Or a can of 7-Up or something, because that's going to be far worse, isn't it?
That definitely would. That would be bad. It'd be sticky. That's what you need to do.
It would be a sticky situation indeed. I think we're running out of time because I'm getting the wrap up. Thanks ever so much for watching. Make sure to watch all weekend on Rally TV because there is going to be brilliant action here in every single category. This is an amazing circuit. If you've never seen it before, make sure you watch from Q1 tomorrow morning.